Welcome, friends. You have found yourself at Darkeport Curse of Strahd edition. Once more. Thank you for... And we are off to a very sober and serious start, I see. No, it's good. It's good. So, Kenzie's running late, but she should be able to join us a little bit further on in the tale, so we'll hold space for that. And otherwise, we are thankful to Eldritch Foundry for continuing to sponsor our journey as we go on and we try out various tableaus, various modules, and different looks for Darkeport, which is always a lot of fun. I definitely enjoy a change of pace as much as I love the campaign that I have created over there, the world I have created over there. It's brilliant to be visiting Barovia. So we'll see what y'all think about. Yeah, we'll see what y'all think about it. We're in our first combat, so we'll see what's up with that. And we're doing journal entries, so let's go ahead and do let's light the candle.
Light her up.
And Justin,
let us begin.
It begins. Though the tale begins, I believe Durgan Oakenshield has the maiden voyage of journal entries.
Some part of me actually forgot we were pulling that up.
Oh, it happens.
Okay. All right.
It's been a lot today.
Okay. Like, the mist dragged us right into this belly of this cursed land. We know not what they'd call it, but it feels like a bleeding grave. The atmosphere is thick with rot, and as if the sun's been swallowed whole, leaving nothing but the endless suffocating twilight. We've come to our house now. Ground once, maybe, but now it stands crooked and rotten like a tombstone on the verge of cracking. You can feel the space, drowns the spirit, heavy as cold in a forgotten mine. We found 2 barons outside, poor wee souls, Rose and Thorn they called themselves. White has raced those 2, and speaking of some fell beast within. In this realm, even Lathandra's light feels like it's struggling to reach me. It's like trying to strike a spark in the middle of a damp cave where the walls steal the heat before it can even catch. My magics here are being choked by something deeper than I can see. And the very air fights against it, like death itself has taken a hold of everything. I've seen good folk fall under axe and spell, but I've never felt a weight like this. The house looms before us, windows leering like eyes, but what choice have we? The mist chain us, and there is no way back, only forward. The Morning Lord's light is supposed to bring renewal, a promise that even after the darkest night, the dawn will rise again. But here, in this forsaken land, I cannot say if the dawn will ever rise. This place gnaws at your heart, something smothering hope, and making the flame I feel, or I carry, little more than a smouldering coal. But I cannot yield. I can still feel his presence, faint as it is, and it's up to me to carry his light into whatever hellish pit lies beyond those doors. I'll never forget the look on those children's faces. The eyes hollow, like life's been sucked right out of them. May Lathander guide us through this nightmare, for I'll need all his strength to keep my spirit from within from withering. I'll be his shield, even here, even where the night surely clings like a curse. And so, we're stepping into the house, shadows at our back, dread curling around us like a serpent. But I am Durgan Oakenshield, son of the Iron Hills, and so long as I've breath, the Morning Lord's light will not fail. It might only be a flicker, but I'll make it burn bright, even in these lands of shadows. Lathandra's dawn will come. It must.
Yeah.
There you go, Justin. Woo! Pop the seal on that. Well done.
Yeah, buddy.
Haven't read that for at least a week.
Yep, there you go. Even though our faraway friends are getting to see this all I know. One after we're all real people with real lives. We just have to shoot when we can. It happens that way. No, I wrote down I wrote down bleeding grave, and endless suffocating
Bleeding
twilight.
grave.
Endless suffocating twilight. Those are both really good. And then will the dawn ever rise? Okay. So we have the matter of a lunging black full suit of armor, and I believe
Not a lunging.
it has a wolf's head
That's what we were told.
Yeah.
on it too. And the one
Very cool, though.
Yeah.
the ones on the second floor also had the suits there were wolf heads as well, but they were not jet black. All right, so unlike we do in the main table, we're rolling for initiative.
Initiative, baby.
All right.
Yep.
Welcome to 5.
Will you roll for Artexia?
Yes.
Okay, thanks. That's good.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Sorry. I don't know what her plus is to initiative though. Do you know what her dex is?
I think she had an 18. I think it's a +4.
That helps a little bit. I rolled a 3 for her.
16 maybe, but
It might have been a 16, but
Sorry.
we'll see if it matters. I need to do what I did at the main table and get copies of everybody's character sheet, and then it's fine. We'll get it. We'll get it piece by piece. Okay. That's pretty high. Yeah, that's pretty high. And that was a 18. Okay. What everybody got?
19.
19.
Also 19.
Okay.
For Gira.
well, 15 for me.
15 for Baby Durgan.
Oh, pretty high.
Okay.
Right. And Artexia rolled a 3. I'm sorry.
Ouch. Okay.
And so
She's-
whatever plus
She's
she
still
got would
going
be 7.
past. Yeah, she's still going before that. All right, so Morgathi actually has a 21. So he's going first.
Okay, Morgathi, show us what you can do, Mr. Fancy
That'll give him
Pants.
plenty of time to run.
And then Finny. And then for my 19 per rules is written, they actually only have an optional roll for this, but both of you roll again.
What is this?
Nope.
I rolled a 20.
You roll a
That's
20.
Oh, it's just to determine who's.
it's going to be a 6.
Okay, so Gira, you are going after Farron. Even though you're both kind of sort of pseudo.
Even though she's the furthest away.
I'm all the
from
way at the bottom.
enemy.
Yeah.
Okay. So
That's okay, you can do magic stuff.
Morg is like, let me see here. I'm going to go ahead and get up. And to explain this a little bit, so obviously this was the first floor. It's your fault, Justin. You armed me with the claw. So, this was the first floor. I didn't draw the second floor out because really you didn't. It's relatively simple and you didn't need it. Although I'm about to hand you a little something. And this is just a snippet. This is that landing as you're coming up. And if people run this way or run this way, that's fine. I can draw more on or describe it, so don't feel limited if for whatever reason you want to try to run past it. But this thing is lunging out, and with apologies to the unicorn head, but it has a nice fat headdress. So Morg, he can't really, because this landing is spiraling down. So he probably can't see too much. Give him, it's not great for a perception roll to kind of orient himself. And since we had to look this up for the home game, you cannot willingly end your turn in another creature's space, even though you can, even an ally. Although he could squeeze past. So with all that said, what you're going to hear is, what's going on? What's happening up there? And he starts to trace sigils, and there's the crackle of green energy, of kind of sickly green energy around his fingertips, but he doesn't really know. He just kind of shrugs and is trying to look up. He might go up through here. Stop! You're always underfoot! And he tries to peek. He sees the thing. I'm going to say he has a shot from there. Oh my gods! Radio and Fisio! And these twin beams of this noxious-looking green energy lances out to hit this thing. and does absolutely nothing. Okay, so that was him. 19, and Farron, you're up.
Okay.
He has to move back. He is forced to move back because you cannot willingly end your turn in a creature square.
She gives a little shit under her breath and then moves to as far as she can to be able to see whatever is.
You can shove. You can kind of shimmy and shove into Finney Square.
Okay.
And so you see this thing rapidly picking up steam and looking like it wants to flatten Gira.
Okay. She raises her left hand with the black nails and extends her hand, and you see a kind of cryptic, ghostly hand emerge out of her hand, and she'll cast Chill Touch.
Okay. And you
Try and get
notice the
sticker.
hand. You notice the hand has the look of a bit of wither and decay applied to it. Go ahead and roll. You should have plenty of room on that, right? Or,
It's
sorry,
a
plenty of
ranged
range.
attack, so.
Yeah, plenty of range on that.
Okay. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Lovely.
We're off to a rip-roaring start.
Oh yeah, that's a 1.
Okay.
Oh no.
So typically in 5th ed, ones, because punish botch is they could be pretty disastrous in the home campaign. Although in Curse of Strahd, they are supposed to matter somewhat. So as you send,
no mattering. It doesn't matter.
as you send this kind of decayed, withered-looking hand out, you hear yourself gasp because it's a corruption of your mana. It's a corruption of your talent, and it hits the railing instead. It does is it necrotic or yes, necrotic. Go ahead and roll damage for me as it hits the railing, and I want to see how desiccated the railing becomes.
Okay.
That's a 6.
Okay, so pieces of the railing flake off. You see the wood becomes brittle and rotted right there, and the merest push is going to just send the whole thing crashing down. And remember, you're on the 3rd floor now, and you're on the spiral staircase with that middle column that's empty, like that middle space that's empty. So that would be a pretty good drop. Gira, you're up.
Oh, yeah, what exactly is she seeing? Is she seeing aggressive behavior?
It's clamoring, it's raised its mailed fist, and the left hand is reaching out to grab maybe your face or your throat or something to smash you.
Yeah, no.
No smash. No smash.
So does it have any weapons or shield?
Oddly, perhaps, it looks unarmed. Right now, it's just kind of chilling. Like maybe it used to have something, but it doesn't.
She's immediately gonna go, this is the monster the kids were talking about.
That makes sense.
Clearly. It looks
bad.
It's monstrous.
Yeah, it looks monstrous.
It's jet black with a wolf head, and yeah.
Yeah, so she already had her shield up and her battle axe in one hand.
Yep.
And so she is going to close the distance, probably actually try to, I don't know.
Easy.
I don't think I actually have shield bash as a ability, but she is going to hit it with the shield to kind of stagger it or stun it a little bit. And then as far as that other hand reaching out, she'll try to slice that off with her battle axe.
Okay. Main
Or actually
effort,
kind of downward.
Main effort is attack, or main effort is trying to knock it over.
No, she'll want to do damage.
Okay. Okay.
So stagger or stun would be bonus.
You slam.
Would be an extra thing.
You slam into it. Let me see the attack.
That's going to be no.
Come on, dice, help us
Right.
out.
Come on, I know, right?
Struggling
That's going to be a 10.
first. Okay, you hit it. It seems, even though it should just be the armor, it seems to have a weight and a gravity to it that's unnatural. As you hit it, the kinetic force shudders along its length and just kind of grounds out, and it seems unmoved, and it continues to try to smack
The
you.
only other thing she's going to do is as she's closing that distance, she'll yell out to make it clear to anybody of her companions that can't quite see. since they are just coming up the stairs. Monster! And she'll just keep it short and simple.
Okay. You know Artexia, etc. is behind you. Do you want to move? Because you've closed the distance. You want to like officially move out of that square though?
Yes.
Okay. Which side? Here, here, here?
Just directly at it.
Okay, so I'm going to say you're like, maybe like there.
Yeah, because she'll kind of put herself between
And it's probably only got
it
like a
and
step.
everyone else a little bit.
Oh, I like that. The axe, the battle axe and the sword are clashing. It's kind of funny. All right, Durgan.
Is there room to move up into melee with it, or is it...
You can. So she counts as difficult terrain. So that'll be 10 and then 15, yeah.
Okay.
And you can even you could even get it's that won't exactly be flanking it, but it'll create more space for your allies.
Okay.
You want to get on the other side, or do you want to be here?
If I can maybe get on the other side, that might be good. But actually, you know what? I want to help block the stairway. Unless they say they want to get through. Then
Okay,
I'll
so you're huddling it. You're huddling
Yeah,
your ship.
the two people with shields can basically keep this thing locked in
Hemmed
place.
in. Okay.
Yeah.
And then the others can just...
That's not a bad choice. What do you do? It doesn't really seem to be reacting to you at all. It's still focused on her. It hasn't had a chance to move.
I'm gonna start with an elementary just attack.
Okay,
See
go
what
for
we
it.
can do.
Go for it.
All right.
We need some heat on these dice, man.
Hit it.
We need some heat on these dice.
How about
Nobody's hit it yet.
That's a 16 plus.
Okay, there we go.
Hit that sucker.
There we go.
Yeah.
It's at least a
That's a 20.
20. Okay.
Yep.
Boom! You're smashing into, I'm imagining it's hip or its stomach or something.
Is that a short joke?
You do manage. It's plate mail. I mean, it's tough, but you do manage to deform it to some degree. Go ahead and roll damage.
All right. It's 7.
7. Oh, that's right, because you rolled.
He rolled a
You roll damage. You do that. Okay. It gives some, and I'm just okay. I'm gonna say she's played pretty aggressively, so she's gonna come over here. She
All right.
she runs over, and oh no, she has to be. Would she do that? Because she'd be at disadvantage technically with the ranged spell attack. Yeah, she's gonna do it because she's a new player. So yeah, plenty of space. Okay, so Artexia just runs, and nice. And even her flame, what should be like a beautiful Gaian. Like natural flame is already beginning to have that greenish tinge to it, gray greenish tinge to it.
All good
Melts
things. All good things.
Yeah, great.
Melts a little bit on the back of it, but not that much. And Scheisse. I skipped over Finny.
No.
Poor Finny. Poor baby Finny. Okay.
It was easy to skip over.
Yeah, just a little boop.
Tiny.
Finny would try to get in there.
I'm coming.
Finny would try to get in there.
Woo.
And
Oh well, so much for making the wall of...
he's just shoving right up into it.
Everybody's just gonna get around the wall.
We've not ever fought together as a group.
It's true.
We're
true.
learning each other.
That's
Yep.
very true.
And Finny manages to shank it. I believe Finny had a short sword. Yes?
Yes.
Okay, I need to get that.
Sounds right.
Need to get that too.
Yeah.
Probably a short sword and a dagger.
That's the ticket.
That's the ticket.
And he is benefiting from the fact that it is completely absorbed and distracted, and still does not do that well.
Learned under the tutelage of Morgan Fairchild. Yeah, that's it.
So he tries to go for where you deformed, where you already had, and he does get in there partially, and then like die.
Does he have any kind of advantage with the being flanking?
Yeah, he got it. He got in there.
Sorry. That probably was be loud.
Oh,
Yes.
okay, and then finally this thing gets to go.
That means that he got his sneak attack.
Yep, he did. This well, he would have gotten that anyway because you guys are within 5 feet. All right, so the first mailed fist slams into your face, Gara.
Does it?
She's got a tough face.
Oh yeah.
I have a 19 armor class.
It's slammed in your face.
And that's 5 points of bludgeoning, and
Okay.
then fortunately though you did in all this kind of confused ruckus, you did manage to slap the hand away that was trying to get a hold of you,
Okay.
and maybe
That's good.
choke you or grab your jaw and crush. We're back at the top of the round, so
that's Morgathy.
yeah, you hear him
Morgie.
you hear him cursing,
Pull it around to you.
muttering and cursing in Elvish.
He's getting up there. We tried.
Right? We
We
tried.
tried.
Did what you can do.
Not over there. Yeah.
There's still a wall.
You can't.
It's okay.
Your cape is dragging you behind, Morg. You're too dramatic. Okay, you're just gonna have to support.
He's leaning on the cape.
You're just gonna have to support yourself with your cape. That's just the way of
It's
it.
like a new trick.
All right, Frigidus Tactus.
You seem awfully relaxed in this combat.
Lean back.
And you,
We'll take it out.
Farron, you notice a very familiar-looking, kind of ghostly hand
Copycat.
clawing at, and as if he can hear you think, he says, "I had it first," and his fingers, instead of the rot and the wither, they look perfectly fine except for the bone fingertips that are sticking out of the flesh as it tries to claw and grasp at the armor. It doesn't seem to be able to get purchased though. All right, you're up, Fern.
First doesn't always mean better. She'll move up a little bit and try again.
Okay.
But she's not gonna, she'd go pretty much to the same spot she was in before, as long as she's able to see him and get a decent angle on him with everybody.
Fortunately, Durgan is short.
That's
and
always helpful.
so even though I know, Justin, I'm breaking it to you, but
He had no idea.
even though you're kind of at that awkward angle, there is some of the top of this thing's head.
I'm short but fierce.
All right, that's 16.
16?
You can hit it, yeah.
That's
Total?
the attitude.
Yeah.
The hands scrabble at the plate mail to no effect.
Yeah, it's hard to hit.
Yep. All right, Gary.
She's gonna hit it.
Okay, go.
I'm gonna hit it.
I mean, she is a fighter. That's kind of what she
That's what
has,
she does. Yeah.
Well, that's the attitude.
right? Yeah, she is gonna go for whatever. I like the idea that she has fought something in plate mail before,
Almost.
so she knows to go
assuredly.
for weak points in
Okay.
between plate mail. So that's where she's going to try to.
So maybe you come around and try to give like a side shot because he's hit it, and then Finney's already stuck into that waist
Yeah.
joint and started to kind of pry it.
It's like, yeah,
apart.
let's get
Open it like a
in
can.
between stuff.
I normally
Really? No.
What'd you get?
a 2. Okay, shout out to the 2 crew.
We've seen worse.
So that's it's a 7.
All right.
Worse than last.
You try to scrabble off to its side, but it's jouncing around, and you're also trying not to get your face grabbed. So you aren't able to get in, unfortunately. Finney.
Kenny, you're...
Yeah, let's skip
wait,
over.
hold on.
Oh, did you have more? Oh, wait, there's more.
I'm gonna do my action surge. Because that's 2. That's 1 additional action.
It is, y'all are still first level, though.
Yeah. I still have it on first level. I get second wind and action surge.
Thought it was, God, I just went over this. Action surge second, hun. Fighting style and second wind, or would you get at first level?
Why did I write them down then?
Because you're optimistic.
She will live!
She believes in herself.
Dang it! Okay, then
remind me
I
what
guess I don't do anything.
What did you choose for fighting style?
Defense.
Defense.
+1 to AC when
Okay.
wearing armor.
Okay, I wanted to make sure you didn't.
That's how I got
you
to the
that, yeah.
19.
Okay.
Between that and the shield.
No, it's good. Good times. Okay, but so you're going to stay there engaged and all that.
I already got that.
All right. So Finney goes again. Fortunately for him, he doesn't really have to do too much as he just jams his short sword in further, and his chosen essence comes out through the sword, and it does more damage than it should for his slight frame.
Thank God, something needs to do some damage around here.
Oof. Okay, that's a stiff hit.
Get him, Finney.
You hear it. You see the upper and the lower half start to separate out from each other as he leans in, and he gets some nice leverage as he manages to turn it and kind of scrape it sideways, almost like he's opening a can.
He is. It's a whoop ass.
Oh my God.
Durgan, you're up.
All right.
Wait, Artexia hasn't. Oh,
She's after.
sorry.
All right.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask this as a dwarf who's
He was presumably forged before.
forged and whatnot. Actually, I do have the
Yeah,
So,
you do.
how far gone does it look like? Does it look like it's going to take a beating for a while, or does it look like we're sort of tearing into it?
No, that last can opener by Finney really hurt it. You see it starting to separate. The top and the bottom are about to separate out.
Okay, then I will just physically attack it again.
Okay. Oof,
That's
nice.
yep. But that is only 3 damage. What?
Every little bit counts right now.
Right?
So, what's your strength?
14.
14. Oh, okay. And yeah. For some reason, I thought it was higher. But you went the tanky route. Okay.
Which is probably a good thing.
You smash into it,
My 3rd highest, actually.
and
4th highest stat.
it's just enough to. It falls. It breaks into 2 pieces, and whatever arcane energy that was animating it is unraveled and dissipates out. It stops moving.
Aye, and I don't want to have that conversation again.
Finney's like,
Kind of poke at it with a foot just to make sure it's not gonna.
it doesn't come back together. Start crawling Terminator style.
Right.
Right?
Finney gives it. He's like plops down on the pedestal that it was on the stand it was on, and he gives the legs a vicious little halfling kick. Oof. And Artexia looks behind her. Oh, it's probably not the best idea, and she comes away from the unexplored area that she had put her back to be able to get a good angle on it.
Farron actually is gonna whip around and look back down the stairs.
see if anything-
scared that the other ones are gonna come to life that we already passed, and just
that
take a
is-
peek to make sure nothing's moving down there.
That is not an unwarranted fear, particularly in this household. However, fortunately, at least for the nonce, you seem to be alone or with no additional company.
Then she'll come back up and join the group up top.
Durgan will kind of raise an eyebrow, looking across the entire group. Well, I see that none of us are afraid to get our hands dirty, but maybe we should have some sort of an attack plan in the future.
Good idea.
My plan is to hit things, I guess.
Morgathy says, well, I think we did rather well, except that beastly thing doesn't understand that it's obnoxious to ignore my entreaties. I pumped that thing full of enough poison that should have keeled over.
I don't think there's anything to poison.
Oh, I guess not. So this is what? And he gets over to it and kind of nudges at it with his boot. This is some sort of animated.
Aye.
So are we dealing with mages in this house?
Great.
Or some sort of forged magic, aye?
Well, something I've dealt with before. I was going to say, normally I would harass you guys about being intimidated by the armor. However, you are from Hytera, where these sorts of things, if not common, are definitely known. Because you have the entire, I won't say the name, but you have the entire species of made sentient armor that goes around. That was having issues at the end of the Daggerheart run. Yeah.
Right.
So you're very used to this actually is probably more common in Hytera even than it would be in Faerun, which is kind of the default for the world that gets drawn into Barovia. I'm going to, just for orientation purposes, I'm going to go ahead and pass this around. Just keep it on the folded part until you guys explore more, but this way you can see first floor and second floor.
Got it.
Too. And then I'm going to give you one as well for when Kenzie joins us.
Ooh.
2, boop, boop. Yep.
2 for me.
Okay, so you were standing.
Just never ends.
You were standing in the hallway. There is that cold. There's still that cold column of air. If you stick your hand into that center space, that forms the column, the central column of the spiraling staircase, it's particularly strong. The armor has been dispatched, and we are there. Okay.
Do we see more armored suits along this hallway?
Fortunately, no.
Okay.
And there doesn't seem to be a grand bit of space on this floor. This is more cut up than other ones have been. So you have, as you're at the top of the landing, you have that small hallway to your right. It looks like you have a series of at least 2 doors to your left that are on the far side of the armor. And that's pretty much it for now. That of what you can see. I should have drawn in a door there. Boop. We're just going old school with this, guys. Yeah, that door's there. And I'll drop this as soon as you. So we have to make sure to communicate to our faraway friends what the heck space this is. So I'll be a little bit more generous than what you would be used to, Caitlin, at the home game.
How nice.
Where I was positively parsimonious with information.
Seems accurate.
Okay, so Finny being Finny is already poking around, and he's taking his short sword and kind of dubiously poking at one of the 2 doors, at the door that's right next to the stand. So it'd be like right here.
Wait, what are we doing? Shouldn't we go tell the kids we got the bad guy, right? Surely that's the worst of this.
This monster.
Yeah, exactly. We killed the monster. Let's go tell them it's safe to come back in. Maybe we can get out of here.
Artexia says, I doubt it's that easy, but I suppose it can't hurt.
All right.
Do you clamber back downstairs?
I start walking back down the stairs.
Okay.
Kira's gonna kind of poke through is the armor just now in pieces on the floor? Or is it still kind of propped up on its...
So, it's definitely, the structural integrity got totally disrupted. So, but it does seem to have an odd, the surface tension sometimes of water will keep it in place beyond what you would think, where it's actually above the rim of a cup, just by a little bit. You kind of get that sense from the armor that if you stepped on it, the whole thing would go. But right now, it's just trying to hold itself together.
Oh, well, she'll do that. So it's
Okay, you'll just keep it right.
She wants it in a bunch of pieces on the floor.
Clank, 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 clank. Okay.
Yeah, so she'll poke at it with her battle axe until it all is
You pop the seals and it's...
Yeah, I'm
it's in pieces
I don't
now.
trust this thing. And she'll be like, it need to be broken more.
It's in pieces. Finny naturally stays with you. Artexia moves down with you. And so I'm going to say that you're at the rear of the group currently. Because you stop to just poke it real quick, and then you go down. You bypass the second floor, I assume, and just continue. Go down to the first floor, which we have drawn out. You go out to the kids. And as soon as you open the front doors to this place, you see that the mist is pretty close now.
How far out from there's the little covered
little
front
portico,
area?
yeah.
How far from there is the mist, you would say?
Probably only about 10 or 15 feet, Caitlin.
Lovely.
Yeah, it's really closed in, and there's no sign of the kids.
No children.
Children. Nope.
I say we go.
Fuck.
I think we need to go look around the rest of this house and make haste.
I don't want to play hide and seek right now. I'm so done with this.
I still contend that it's not about hide and seek. I don't think that they're actually alive anymore and haven't been for a long time.
Well, that doesn't sound much better, honestly.
I think the dwarfs probably has the right of it, Morgathi says.
Well, in either case, it looks like that's going to be closing in on us, so we need to find the key to this place to get the hell out of this.
Artexia says, agreed. I want out as quickly as we can. I don't like being hemmed in like this.
So the question is, should we search any other rooms downstairs to the second floor, or just go straight back up to the third?
Are we looking for the kids, or...
I don't think we should be looking for the children. Not now.
The three that I'm currently piloting all kind of look at you and look at each other. And Morgathi says, all right, are you our tour guide for this short stuff?
Meaning, if you need me to lead, I can.
Well, somebody needs to. That's a good question. What are we doing?
Well, we have to figure out how to get out, right? We're surrounded by this mist, and it's getting closer and closer. How do we get out of here?
And then he's like, well, there are lots of doors upstairs that we could go poking around in, eh?
I think that's where we should go.
Perhaps monster is fog.
But they said the monster was in the house. The
Monster
fog's
is
outside of the house.
Controls fog?
Control, maybe, but...
All right, come on. Let's go argue while we walk.
Black armors maybe have only been guard dog.
Why do you always have to have these scary ideas? Finny grouses at you.
I'm gonna head up to the third unless
Sometimes
anyone has
truth
reason not
is
to.
scary.
And the shields are out. I mean, you know.
You're ready to go. Yeah, especially after that.
I mean,
The second story you feel like you explored pretty.
the first we didn't. But
No, you didn't.
I mean, unless we feel like we need to go back down to the first floor to do something we missed, I don't know that the first floor holds a key. Actually, I guess I'd probably be saying this in character.
Yeah.
I don't know that anyone on the first floor is going to be a key, but if anyone feels different, now's the time to speak up.
Was there a shield? Or was there just a longsword on the first floor?
There was a shield.
There was a shield somewhere, wasn't there?
Fireplace.
There was a
windmill on it.
There was definitely that was the longsword, because that's the one that
Morgathi
that's one that
has.
Morgathi has right now. Yeah.
Everything has a windmill on it.
Yeah, gear
yeah.
is shifting from this is someone's house to we are now.
This is our house.
This
'cause
is-
we live
this
here
is
now,
our house
We
now,
can't get
right?
out.
Yeah, Justin mounted.
So yeah,
We're going to pick bedrooms
anything
on the
that could be useful.
Mounted on the wall above the fireplace is a longsword with the windmill cameo worked into the hilt. That's all that was there.
Okay.
No shield.
I'm imagining a shield.
However,
We heard a shield of pencil.
there were plenty of shields with the
With the
On the
suits of
second
armor.
floor?
suits of armor. Yeah.
Then Gira's probably going to go back to the second floor and really look at these suits of armor. And first of all, she's going to hit every single one with the battle axe. He's like,
Can't hurt.
no more guard dogs.
And now, are you trying to knock them off their perch, or are you just checking?
Complete
them?
disassembly.
Shit. Okay. You are making a fuck ton of noise.
Yep.
Clack, 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 clack. Okay.
Yep.
That takes.
Then she'll look and see if anything is useful that she could add to, not replace her armor, but anything she could add to herself, to Finny, to anybody in the party.
There are bits and bobs. I mean, there's definitely enough that you could assemble. You could assemble a full suit of plate mail if you wanted, but you don't want to do that yet. Okay. So maybe bracers. Maybe there's a gauntlet or something that you like the looks of. That protects your hands a bit more.
Sounds
Maybe
good.
Something like that. Yeah, probably
Bracers
something like that.
especially.
So maybe you armor your wrists and hands better, but you've still traded off the relative protectiveness for the relative flexibility of.
That's why she's
chain.
probably
You're currently in chain. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Morgathi covers his delicate ears as this is going on, and Artexia she raises an eyebrow and kind of watches you smash this stuff. But
I'm gonna head up to the third. I mean, we know where she is.
Yeah, if anybody gives her funny looks, she's like, I make sure these are not attacking us.
okay, so Finny stays with you then, and the other 4 members go up to the 3rd floor. Okay.
Are any of the shields
think-
better than what I'm carrying? Or more important question would be mechanically
They're
more useful?
They're different, but probably roughly equivalent, all told,
Then she won't. She'll stick with what she's used to.
with what you're used to. Yeah.
They don't have the proper holy symbol on them.
Wrong
No, they don't. Okay, so as Gira
Symbols don't change usefulness.
plays can opener
Disagree.
to 4 different suits of wolf-headed plate mail, clatter, clatter, clatter.
I do have to say the wolf face helms are pretty cool.
That's pretty badass. Yeah,
They are
that's
pretty cool.
That's a hell of a. That's a hell.
She'll
of a
maybe
visual.
stick one on her head and then go like, nope, can't see.
It's the house.
So you come up, and do you want to head off to your right or to your left? In general, then there are other decisions.
There were 2 doors
Start
each
to the
direction.
right, I guess.
Okay. There's a short little. Let's see if I can do this.
Sort of hoping that we'll find the kids' room.
Sure. There's a short little hallway that you come into. So
Do the stairs continue to go up?
no.
Okay.
No, you're done. As soon as you come into the hallway, you see 2 well-appointed double doors there. And let me see if this was one of the ones that was. Yeah. So important on this 3rd floor. So remember, floors 1 and 2, and the outside of the house looked almost oddly pristine, like where there was no dust, there was no anything like that. As soon as you hit the 3rd floor, it's dust central. Your characters who are apt to it are sneezing, that sort of thing. So when you come to these doors, they have dusty panes of stained glass that are set into them, and the designs of the panes are reminiscent of windmills.
Now that's more what I would expected to see.
So you have those 2, and then kind of behind and to your left is another smaller, less grand door, as well as you're kind of in the small like 10 foot, so small little hallway that you're in. Do you want to go through the double doors, or do you want to button hook and go back to the smaller door?
Small door first.
Okay.
Shields are shield up. Shields up.
Shields up. That's a different role-playing game, which we also played in high school. So you're looking in, the paneling in this room is considerably darker. There's a wooden tub with clawed feet, a small iron stove with a kettle resting atop it, and a barrel under a spigot. There's you wouldn't know that. Okay, so it looks like a pretty fancy bathroom. The first bathroom you've encountered in the house, as
Aaron
you pointed out.
goes over to see if anything is in
Actually
working
works.
order. Yeah.
As you turn the spigot, there's a coughing. Some dust comes out of it. Yep, see, you got it.
It's weird. We are actually more impressed with something like running water, or what should be running water.
Should be running water. And you think did the illustration have? I don't think the illustration had a cistern on here, but there is supposed to be a cistern on this house. And maybe the angle they can't have it at. But anyway, I'm going to say that you remember seeing a cistern on top of the house, but apparently either it's not connected or it's bone dry, because this should be where you get some water. I'll catch up to you
Okay.
pretty soon, Garrett. I just want to give them a little bit of time as you're smashing things.
You still hear noises.
Yeah, feel free to throw in. Yeah.
Okay, let's go through the double doors.
Okay.
Is there a mirror in the room that we're in at all? Looking glass?
You know, it's interesting because they don't mention one, and I feel like in other rooms do specifically have mirrors mentioned them. So I'm going to say no, which is a little weird.
Noted.
It's a good call.
Maybe they just want to see themselves.
You go through, and immediately again, dusty, cobwebbed. So there are burgundy drapes that are covering the windows. You see that inside of here, there's a nice 4-poster bed that has embroidered curtains and tattered gossamer veils. There's a matching pair of wardrobes that look empty. There is a vanity with a wood-framed mirror and jewelry box there, along with kind of a graceful, feminine padded chair. The tiger skin rug in front of the fireplace that's in here has definitely seen better days. It looks, frankly, kind of rotted at this point. There's also, there's a lot of dust because they keep saying dust. There's a dust-covered portrait of the two parents of the ones that y'all had seen on the second floor of the family. So again, kind of the shorter, stocky husband, a tall, slender woman. They look considerably younger, also.
Like a post-marriage.
Probably a post-marriage portrait before any kids were there.
No swaddle.
No swaddle.
Demon
no.
swaddle.
And then attached to this room, there is a web-filled parlor that contains a table, 2 chairs. There's also a jewelry box if you're interested in that on the vanity. And it looks like there's some sort of walk-in closet in here too that has its own door. In that parlor, resting on the dusty tablecloth, there's an empty porcelain bowl and a matching jug. So there's quite a few. This is quite a richly appointed room, but again, it just looks like it's fallen into a serious state of disuse. A door facing the foot of the bed has a full-length mirror mounted on it as well. So that would be the door leading to the walk-in closet. Has a pretty impressive creature. And then finally. I'm tempted to throw this out, but I'll wait just a little bit longer. It looks like there is, because Gira, you had led the expedition around the house. So whenever your character gets into this room, you'll see that there's that small balcony on the 3rd floor on the back of the house. So they had their own private. They had their own private balcony.
Balcony.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, this would have been a swank. Back in the day, this would have been a swank place. The view probably was gorgeous from up top, and you can walk out there. Importantly, the mist it seems a little bit further back on this side of the house than at the front door. So you're looking at, if you could still safely go out onto the balcony if you needed to, and you've maybe got 25 feet of breathing space here. So if it comes to it, you feel like the mist is going to hit the front of the house first, and then probably sweep through.
Who? Finny had one of the light sources. Who was the other person? Was it Artexia?
I think Artexia does, because she was reconjuring.
Oh yeah, a flame.
She was reconjuring the flame. Speaking of which,
You're gonna make it quick. I have a feeling that there's gonna be more things behind those doors.
Oh no. I'll be fast.
Right.
I'm gonna move over really quick and just
go to the vanity.
looking in the mirror for
You don't like what you're kind of looking a little messy.
I'm like,
everywhere.
great.
Little dusty. You have a little.
This floor is
Whatever help
not
prestidigitation gives
weirdly
me, I do a
pristine like the other two
quick
floors of
cleanup.
it. And we took out the animated armor suit
pretty well.
that attacked us right at the top of the roof or at the top of the.
It punched her in the face one time, but other than that,
But Gear is tough. She took it like a champ.
I played your character pretty aggressive.
I like that.
So she took a risk to flank it, that kind of thing.
Heck yeah.
And was effective at it. Okay, so
I want to open the jewelry box.
you get into the jewelry box.
Oh, I see what you're talking about now, jewelry box. That's perfect timing.
Exploded.
And you, so Farron, you find several things in here. You find the jewelry box itself is made of silver and gold. Is made of silver with gold filigree. That's 75 gold pieces if you're taking that. It has three. It has 3 gold rings that are worth 25 gold pieces each, and it has a thin platinum necklace with a topaz pendant worth 750 gold pieces.
I feel mildly frustrated that we come from a world where we just aren't as impressed by that as we should be.
Right.
I'm a little frustrated
like,
at that.
Okay.
We're like,
Blow
oh, that's
away.
nice.
I know you're a really disciplined PC, baby. So it's right here at the bottom. Grab that. You see that little treasure? You can write that down. Okay.
So she doesn't go pop, and she doesn't just stare off into space for 5 minutes. Just Like,
Nope.
like she's possessed.
But she certainly just disappears into the rucksack, and that's the end of it.
She's like, oh, look at this.
Yeah, that's all right.
So
He just kind of nods. That's all right. It's veteran.
Do you think I should wear the necklace, or how does it look with my outfit?
I think we should look around the rest of the rooms.
Oh, fine. Jesus.
okay, Gira, you and Fit, you were with them in this in
Jesus.
this master bedroom.
You've heard of him.
I will.
Your dwarven friend.
We started a bit late, so I'm going to press on, but we'll break pretty soon, and then I'll catch you up on. I'll do that after. I have something for you. I'll give it to you when we get back from intermission, though. I think you'll enjoy it. Okay, Gira. So you were done with your. I keep wanting to say roller derby down there.
Right?
So I'm just kidding. Yeah. So
My suit of armor shopping.
yes.
Yeah. Shopping and shopping.
Right?
As you see, Finney kind of he's going from foot to foot, a little nervous right now, and oh yeah, that's the first and second floor. So
I
you
see
can
that.
yeah.
I was listening.
Yeah, don't look at the other bits.
No shooting.
This is the only side we're allowed to look at at
yes.
the moment.
You'll get there. You'll get there. So you see, he's like, "Come on, Dad. I don't want to be away from them. It's this house is spooky."
Good point. Like, she'll recognize, like, the tactics of not splitting up the group, and then, yeah. All right, let's go.
When he was getting bored, Finney had taken one of the giant wolf heads and.
Oh, yeah. I was
it on
actually
it right
gonna
now.
say, like, if he hadn't done that, she would have plonked it on his head. Like, you look fierce now.
Okay. He says, "What do you think? Do you think I should keep it?"
And can you see?
I mean, kind of. I just have to move my head around.
No, not used to.
It's like the Batman suit. You can't turn.
Yep. No peripheral vision.
Okay.
She'll rip it off, or, like, take
Yep.
it off. And
All right. So you scurry back up to the third
fierce,
floor,
but not useful.
and hey, sometimes fierce is its own thing.
Fierce is useful,
Comes up.
but not if you can't see.
He nods, and you go past the shattered remains of the armor, because she had been stomping on the armor after it was down to make sure it didn't do anything.
Okay.
You can hear them down this little short hallway. You go through the dusty paned, windmill motifed stained glass doors, or that have panels in. You see them in this what used to be a very nice master suite. In here with its own attached parlor, its own attached balcony, etc., etc. It also has. You kind of have to look. You kind of have to look at the map, but it looks like it also has a bay window on one side of it, where you could sit in and just catch the
Morning
last
fog.
rays of the sun. Yeah, when it
There's
wasn't
morning
fog.
mist rolling in.
The morning mist.
What's the forecast for today? You know, mist with a
Mist and
100%
mist.
chance of mist.
It's a fog with a high chance of gloom.
Okay, so she'll
So the
see,
party's
like,
reassembled.
Farron poking around
Yeah.
the jewelry box.
Yeah, you get in there just in time for.
She's just shoveling things in her sack.
Yeah, that's done.
She looks 10% more put together than
Than she
we
was.
saw her.
Than she was last time. Do any of you want to go muck with the parlor space? Do you want to step outside, or do you want to go into that walk-in closet?
I think we should go check to make sure that other rooms are not occupied or something before we start digging around in each individual one.
Is the closet door still closed?
Yeah.
For the most part, we haven't gone into this room and figured much out.
There's also a rotting tiger rug. That's at the bed.
Rotting?
Rotting. And it's very, as opposed to the first.
Stinks in here.
Yeah.
A little.
As opposed, it's a little musty. It's a little musty. As opposed to the first and second stories, Kenzie, this is all cobweb. It's dusty. It's musty. All that stuff.
Musty and dusty.
Dusty. It's probably a little moldy up here, too.
Yeah, because the rest of the house has been pristine.
It's been pristine. Yeah. And then
Officially so.
This house is much older than we thought.
Morgathi says, "Well, it's darling, with this horrendous architecture, it's so difficult to tell. However, I think that the nose knows, and yes. So there was some sort of the technical word for it would be duomer, but there's some sort of cleaning magic that was going on downstairs. I don't think it was a person, though. It was probably, which means that someone along these lines was either an alchemist or some sort of forge mage. You might be right.
There's plenty of books about all that.
Because it's imbued in the structure itself, is what I'm saying. So.
Yeah.
Why would they not do that to this floor?
Magic house that cleans itself.
That is a very good question. I don't know. You would think this is the master suite, yes?
Yeah, I
This
want
has
my
to be.
room, if anywhere, is going to be nice. This bed would be sweet.
So,
I'm gonna go check the next door. If you want to stay here and dig, you can. But I want to make sure that we don't have something
I'm gonna go
to
with
jump us
him.
from behind.
Yeah.
Kira's just gonna nod and she's gonna stand next to you or behind you.
then he says, I'd be thinking we should stick together, eh?
I think that's wise.
All right, let's go then. We'll come back here once we make sure there's no more sneaky bad guys.
Okay, so you come on out, and then you're at this. You're past the pedestal that the armor was standing on before it lunged at Gira, and you have the two doors there. There's the door that'd be basically straight across from the master suite, and then there's a door to your. No.
That was like in the small hall where the master
see.
suite
Okay.
was.
I can probably pull this off now that you guys are.
So to the right, there was the small door that was the bathroom and the master bedroom, and then to the left, there were two more
we're
doors.
We're looking at the left
Now we're
hallway.
going to the left.
Okay.
I can probably.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So you're like there. Hopefully that isn't too. We'll get there, guys. We'll get there eventually.
All right. So left hallway, I guess.
So you, so you have this door ahead of you, and then you have the smaller door here.
Oh well.
Oh, okay.
Check that. We don't know what that is.
So to the left, it's not a hallway. It's just a
Door.
Just a door.
Got it.
Yep.
Okay.
Do you? Who's actually opening that door?
I can.
He was
back in the
leading the
front?
charge.
Yeah.
Hey, Durgan. All right, you open up. Looks like some sort of, again, you're going to keep hearing this word again and again. Dusty shelves line the walls of the room. A few of the shelves have folded sheets, blankets, and old bars of soap. There are cobwebs in here, and it looks like there's a broom that's kind of leaning against the far wall. That's also with cobwebs.
Okay. Nothing immediately weird.
Jumps, literally or metaphorically, jumps out at you now.
Okay. I'll leave the door open and I'll
Okay.
move on.
Okay.
I peek around him, looking at the soap. It's been a while since I've had a shower.
Yeah, it has.
And I wander in and I take the soap with me and stuff it in my little backpack.
Okay. As soon as you come in, the broom.
Oh,
Everybody
That's
roll.
what you get for wanting to be clean.
Everybody roll initiative.
it's a clean sweep.
Snap, crackle, and pop.
Oh my god, I can't deal with
the
you.
dad jokes have started.
The broom.
All right.
Oh shit, initiative.
Ooh, hey.
And then like bump things.
Roll to
Right.
fight a broom.
What did you get?
15.
15?
These dice. What does initiative go off of?
It's it should be at the top there.
So it's your D20,
Next to
and
the
then there's
shield
an initiative bonus, but it's off the
Oh,
next.
I see. Okay.
We weren't sure what your
13.
dex was.
You got a +3 or +4?
+3.
+3. Yeah, it was 16. Okay, so 13 total.
Yeah.
15 for Farron. Durgan, what did you get?
1 to 1.
Wow. Okay.
That's the best I can do.
You're probably, and then Gira,
I got a 10.
10 total, and then will you roll for Finny?
Oh, I didn't roll for Finny.
Yeah. Just I didn't tell you to that time, but I'm just.
Finny goes before lots of people.
Probably.
Rolled a 19 plus
Okay, so he's
whatever.
actually faster than Durgan. Yeah.
It's like, yeah, he's definitely got like a +4.
He's a speedy little man.
Okay. However, most of you don't know what's going on because it's just in this little broom closet. So
Swish.
Finny doesn't know. Durgan, you are right there. You're actually probably the person who's closest to her. Now it is a literal broom closet.
Right.
So you're going to have to quote unquote squeeze, which is a technical term in this game. You're going to have to squeeze past her to attack that thing.
Yep.
If you want to. So you're at 21 though. You're going. So it's rising up, but it hasn't and is pulling back, but it hasn't had a chance to smack her yet.
Okay.
Okay. If I can squeeze and get myself between her and it with the shield, then I will try to do so. Even without the shield.
Yeah, you can't. There's really no way of interposing yourself. Rules is written, so because she hasn't moved yet. But you can get in there and attack it if you want.
Okay.
Okay, go for it. You are at disadvantage. When you squeeze, you're at disadvantage to attack, and you're at advantage to be hit. So do you still want to do it, or do you want to do something else? You have Sacred Flame, yeah?
I do.
Save me.
Save me from the broom.
Can I
Save me
pull her,
from my
can I
need for
pull her
hygiene.
out?
Right?
You could, and it has not moved yet, so I believe she wouldn't suffer an attack of opportunity. Yeah, you could try. You could.
Right.
You could do that. Make an athletics check.
He's like, and I'm going to change my mind again.
No. All right, an athletics check. Athletics check or acrobatics? Athletics.
Athletics, yeah. Strength.
That is a 22.
Okay.
That's an natural 20.
So you feel you feel yourself
He's feeling
almost
strong.
levitated. I mean, because you're tiny, you're tiny as well. She's probably what, like 100 pounds or something like that. She's an elf, so
Yes.
so
Lost, look out!
so yeah, Durgan basically, this burly dwarf basically levitates you up and away from that thing before as it's rearing up. And you put her. I'll say you put her on the other side of you.
My God, you're quick. Oh my goodness.
You were kind of expecting BS though in this place. It doesn't, now that you know that things are animated.
That's true.
You're like, yeah.
I just want to get the rooms surveyed
Opened.
so that we're not,
As you open a bunch of encounters at the same time. No, I'm joking. Okay.
We were surrounded by brooms, and mops.
Beds.
What in the Fantasia?
I was just about to say that. Yeah. Is there anything else that you're?
I feel like that needs to be our new.
Is there anything else that you're doing, Justin, that round?
I mean, if
Just
I can
move up.
Yeah, I mean, if I can just get myself in a defensive posture, I'll do so.
Do you want to sit in the doorway, or do you want to move up and crowd the thing?
I'll stop at the doorway.
Stop at the threshold. Okay. Farron, you're next. Where were you? You would have been pretty close to him, right?
Probably.
I'm gonna say that's kind of how we've been role playing it. So you will still get around. Obviously, our Texie will still get around. Gira and Finny, you were the furthest away because you were kind of your own unit, doing your thing. So
No, Gira had moved up with Durgan to kind of again act as a wall that kind of sort of worked last time.
even as you were just exploring this place, okay. I probably need to be more strict on establishing an adventuring order, but we'll get there. Okay. Finny's not, for once, it's not right on you then, because somebody needs to be in the back who's alert.
I mean, we can do that because she rolled terribly for initiative, so it would make more sense that she's towards the back, since we weren't entirely sure.
Okay. Your choice, because both you have a plausible case for either reality. Schrodinger's party order.
Oh, I love Schrodinger's.
Well, if Farron and Artexia are all right there at this teeny little corner of a door, it makes sense that Gira is not there.
Big old Garrett's
This
not
is
there.
the biggest broom closet.
It's just massive. It's a TARDIS.
That's already just too tight for anybody to do anything, so she'll be kind of back
It's a TARDIS room closet. All right.
on the landing.
Farron, what are you doing?
So how close am I to the broom itself then?
Maybe 15 feet from it,
Okay.
and you can shoot over him.
Yeah, I'm just gonna fire at that sucker then.
Okay. What are you doing?
You're the best wall.
Fire my crossbow at that.
Fire crossbow.
Because you're
Okay.
short enough to shoot over.
Go ahead and roll to
half
hit.
cover.
Yeah, your half cover for the
Yeah, okay. That's a 23 to
For your
hit.
new nickname.
Nice. Okay. Roll damage. You may staple it. We'll see.
That's a 7.
7 points. All right. Your bolt hits true. There's a good chunk of it that flies off, but it does still seem to be airborne. Okay, Artexia, you're now on the other side of Durgan, but other than that, you can see what the broom is doing. It looks pissed. It's shaking now. Dust is flying off of it. Spiders are scattering that were in the cobwebs. Normal-sized spiders are scattering that were in the cobwebs, etc. What do you do?
Thank you for clarifying normal size.
Yes. No, I know. This is Death House, so you know.
We gotta be clear.
All I wanted to do was be clean, and now here we are with more spiders crawling everywhere, and I think I'm just so tired of this place. Can we move on to the next room? I'm done with the
You just throw the soap at it and say, it's not even moisturizing or something like
I
that.
couldn't even grab the soap. I couldn't even grab the soap, right?
I feel like your hand was probably on the soap.
Yeah, and I was like, okay. Anyway, so I still stand behind them. I'm allowing them to push on. I'm just going to keep looking around and guarding around us while they move forward because I'm not going
Let
first.
us deal with this broom.
Okay. Okay. You still have the flame. You probably have. Have you resummoned the flame yet?
No, I think I had I put the oil lamp. I think I was holding that.
She's turning around one of the oil lamps.
Yeah.
that she had
That's
lit.
right. That's right. But you had summoned the flame for the combat. Have you resummoned it because you chucked it? It costs you nothing, but maybe she doesn't have it up right now.
No, I don't have it up right now.
That's
Yes.
That's realistic. All right. When you say I'm so tired of this place, and you hear Morgathy screech, "Seconded!" and
Roll my eyes, hearing his freaking voice. I'm over.
so, and he is going next. Is this ever going to work? Frigidus Actus. And again, the skeletal hand comes over. So, how much necro is that? 8? 8, yeah. And it does claw. The bony fingers that manifest do manage to claw and scrape at the broom, taking a bit of wood out of it.
It's the chill touch. Forget it's got some other cool effect I can't.
They can't heal.
This broom it's still like
It's
twitching
vibrating,
mad.
yeah.
And can I entangle it?
You
Grab it?
you can, but your turn you would not done it on your turn.
Right. So whatever it
But
comes
you
back
could,
around.
yeah, you could.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely.
Okay.
Okay, Gira, you're like, what the hell? I'm going to say you move into position and you can attack it. If we actually go through again, you'll be able to attack it next round with probably some sort of ranged weapon, or you could squeeze past him. Actually, all of you are close enough. Do you want to squeeze past him and just shove and get right on top of the broom? Because he's in the doorway and it's like 5 feet.
I mean, she
back.
could probably move it to stand right behind him and reach over with a battle axe. I mean, not to pick on the short, the height thing, but
It's
logistically, that
it's
might
too far
work.
back, so it's in this square and he's at the threshold.
I figured it would come to
oh, yeah.
So do you want to squeeze past him and attack it? And get into that one unoccupied square?
That just feels too tight.
Okay. I mean, you don't have to, but...
Yeah, Gary's probably actually going to, she'll be ready, especially if this thing flies out
Yeah.
past him. So she'll probably be more of that nearby in case this thing does manage to get past him. But this is also a new group companion, so she kind of wants to see what this guy can do.
I mean, it might. I mean, he stands at like about 4 feet.
Yeah, he's the one that stepped into the closet. So she's like,
Do you ready? Okay, so you ready in action if it tries to run out.
yeah.
If it tries to
So
fly out
yeah,
the
if
closet.
it manages to fly out, then she'll hit it with battle axe.
Okay, that makes sense to me. The broom tries to poke you in the eye, Justin.
All right.
He doesn't need him, that's fine.
The broom. That probably doesn't.
Not important.
He's a dwarf. He's got other senses.
Yeah, you just you throw your shield up. It's quick. It's quick, but it deflects off of the shield, and it does not seem intent on escaping. It seems intent on visiting its broomy fury on the person ahead of it. Okay.
All right.
Go ahead and
Brush aside.
you will not be brushed aside.
Swept away.
I won't be swept away.
A dense being.
Actually, that feels like a good spot to take a break.
Before we defeat the broom,
Defeat the broom.
mid
With the dad joke.
broom battle.
Mid brooming.
Here's two dad jokes back to back. DM's
So-
like, I need a break.
I need to reset.
I can only take so much dad joke incoming, you know.
Right?
Yeah, damage.
And then so
did
faraway
damage
friends,
to the
when we get
DM.
back, we're going to give our beloved Artexia, aka Kenzie, a gift that I've been jonesing to give her for a while that I think will be so much better. So much better than what we've cobbled together. So we will see you shortly. Thank you so much.
Soon.
Eldritch Foundry is evolving. Bringing you a virtual army of miniatures like never before in full tabletop-ready color. Paint your miniatures in our upgraded creation tool, then bring them to life in stunning one-to-one detail as 3D printed miniature masterpieces. With complete control over your digital color scheme, you can point and click for simple color fills or go all in on highlights, shading, brush techniques, and more. Create epic heroes and madness-touched monsters that are truly yours. Miniatures are 3D printed in perfect color detail using a new PolyJet 3D printing process, giving you unique, bespoke models ready to delve into any dungeon as part of your next campaign. Everything from one-off player characters to dungeon mobs and boss-level monsters that will make every player in your group jealous. But that's not all. You can take things fully digital and export into leading VTT platforms such as Tailspire and Roll20 to take your games and your custom miniatures wherever you want. Join the adventure of a lifetime. Back our campaign today to help us bring this stunning revolution in custom miniature design to reality. With Eldritch Foundry, full-color 3D design and printing.
Greetings, weary travelers, and welcome to Constructed Chaos, a channel dedicated to all things D&D, including live play streams and podcasts, 3D printing, painting, crafting, homebrew content, and guides for players and dungeon masters alike. Join our Discord for even more special benefits, announcements, and free downloadable content. And until next time, go out there and make some chaos.
And we're back, faraway friends. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate the rejoining us. We appreciate that so much. We were in the middle. There is a gift to give, but let's consign this animated broom to the dust heap of history.
Please.
So Finny is like, I can't see. The too many legs.
Oh no.
And he's basically trapped. He can't squeeze past everybody. So Finny can't really do anything. So Durgan, we are back to you.
Okay. And the broom is now in my face.
And the broom, yes, the broom is sitting right there.
It's weird. This is such a weird visual to just like picture. I'm swinging a hammer at it.
A warhammer at a broom.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. My primary goal is actually just like impede its ability to get past me and to keep myself defended. So whatever that takes, but I'll take a
Okay, you take a whack at it.
take a swing.
Oh, swing at it.
That is a critical.
Woo. Okay.
So
Double the dice.
I'm gonna double the dice.
Yep.
So that is 11 plus another 2.
That is a
Double it.
shattered broom.
That broom's
All
a
right.
piece.
Aye, that's enough boom on the broom.
Yep, it's done.
No, the spiders are still a thing, right?
They are, but they're
They're
flying
just
right now.
they're just there. They're friendly spiders.
Regular little old spiders.
You want to go in and get your damn soap?
You better after all
Well,
that.
finally, thank you. At least I can.
I don't know how.
I produce flame for
Okay.
everyone to see,
Yes.
and I reach in and I grab the soap while looking around, making sure
Nothing else jumps out at
Rubs
you.
it on my armpits real quick. And then
It's a nice. There's a nice scent to it. Probably, I don't know, like lion, maybe rosemary or something, and some sage and stuff like that. You know what? Roll a die 20.
Roll for lavender.
Roll a die 20. Roll for
We'll see
lavender.
what scent you get.
Oh, fine.
That's how calming this is.
A 13.
That's good enough. That's good enough. Okay, you find one precious bar of lavender scented soap,
Wow.
and that makes it all worthwhile. And this, my darling, is for you. I opened it a little bit because it's hard to. That is from my dad. So now you have your druid spell cards, and we no longer have to have 2,000 things bookmarked in the book.
Yes. Thank you.
just-
So, do you want it back now?
You can just have that.
In fact, I'll take these.
You'll just take those. There you
My
go.
bookmarks.
And then you can find, and you see the way that Justin has them laid out.
Put your nice little pointer.
Just like that.
Oh, I see. Oh, like my Yu-Gi-Oh cards growing up.
That's one way.
Exactly.
That's what, you don't have to do it that way, but that's one way of organizing it so that
That is nifty.
so that you have it. No, yeah,
Handy.
that's a good one.
Looky there.
I got plenty of those if we need more, by the way. So thanks for the cards.
Cool.
I can bring those.
Deal with those next time.
That'd be good. That'd be good.
And not the magic.
Okay, so you have that. You have that last door, and Morgathy says, "Is absolutely everything in this place determined to kill us?"
It was only 2 things.
It's not like you helped at all.
I did more than you did, my dear. I scratched at it.
I'm glad you did because I thought after that, wolf guy that magic didn't even work in this place. But it's nice to know it at least works on some things.
That is true.
All right, I think we need to keep moving. The mists outside are still going to be squeezing us.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, so you pop the last.
Not that I don't want to explore more, but I think time is of the essence.
You pop that last door.
This is the one on the left side of the landing?
It's the last.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's the,
Okay.
toward me. You pop the last door, and you're looking at some sort of lesser suite in there. Again, good old dust and cobwebs shroud an elegantly appointed bedroom and an adjoining nursery. So as soon as you open the doors,
Okay.
there are. I'm gonna pull this. Yeah. So. Sorry, Sydney. I know I'm just kind of jumping up and down, but so you have these double doors here. Oh, did I mislabel those? I don't think I did. Maybe I did. No. Okay. Those are just small. So it's like there's like petite, like little half doors that together form one, and those are glass paned doors, so you can see into the nursery. There's this small hallway here. It's about 5 feet hallway before you get into the room. It's not just a bed, but I didn't obviously write all the furniture down on it. But you have a number of different things. It's pretty well appointed in there. As you're glancing in, you see empty wardrobe, 2 end tables. Don't see that yet. And then this is anything where I had these red marks, just like in the master suite, is to indicate that you can go out to it. But it's an outdoor balcony.
Okay.
And I think you have another one of these fireplaces in here. Yeah. So the same fireplace that you've been seeing, like fireplaces always here, fireplaces always here. You see another one of these black marble fireplaces in here as well.
Okay.
So for a nursemaid suite, it's pretty nice. But you're not going in. You're not actually going into the room. You're just popping the door.
Well, initially, yeah, and then... Right then.
So you have now opened.
In we go, I guess.
You've now opened all the doors in this place.
I wonder if there's anything, and is there any residue left in the fireplace, like burnt papers or anything that people would want to get?
Potentially. Do you want to?
I do. Yeah.
You want to come into the room? Okay.
Yep. Well, time to
We filing.
file in.
Okay. You see As you come in, who's going in first?
I will keep the shield up.
All right. And I'm going to grab these guys. And we're going to have our little marching order
There we go.
up here. Are you next,
Does
Artexia?
the third
Yes.
does the third floor seem as big as the bottom two?
It does.
What
It's
about
just-
the
it's-
hidden area, though? Because my character was keeping an eye out, remember, on the floors to see if it looked like there was...
There could potentially be a...
I mean, there was the section down on the second floor where there was. So, I mean, maybe kind of count out how many feet there are.
Can you see, as the player, Caitlin, because I have this book here, can you see the map well enough? Like, if you need to stand up, go
I might
ahead.
have to stand up.
Yeah, if you need to stand up. Gira, are you bringing up
I
the
can see the
caboose? or are you
far
in the middle?
side.
Oh, she'll bring up the end and kind of watch
I'll be
everyone's
behind
back.
Artexia, because I was pretty close to Durgan with the whole broom situation, so...
Did I eat Finny?
Oh my gosh.
I think
Nope. Finney's still on the
he's
stairs.
just staying.
He's just floating in the middle of the stairs.
I was like, Finny, quit levitating, damn it.
Look how small.
All right, Morgathi, are you going to have to get cape support? No, okay. you can make it.
His case is
Okay, so
He just needs better.
you'll come on in. So Durgan and Artexia, as soon as you go past those kind of small little double doors.
You still have your light source.
Yes, I never put it out.
Yeah, that's still...
No, that's important to know. Just
I think it lasts 10 minutes, right? I think.
if you actually lit it with a
If you
flame,
lit a
it'll last
lamp, it'll stay lit.
for as long as you want it to, really, until it runs out of fuel.
Oh, the lamp?
Yeah.
Oh, I was talking about the flame in my hand because I never put it out. I guess, yeah, I just have the lamp. There's no reason to have both. Yeah.
Unless you're
Well,
ready
because
to
the flame...
throw it.
The flame, though, yeah, you can defend yourself.
Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah, I'll keep it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can
You're just
use-
providing a light source, is what
Yeah.
I'm saying. It's most of us can see pretty well in the dark. It's just it's not as good as actually having a light source,
Right.
Yeah.
Finny can't.
and you cannot.
He has a lamp.
So, as you pass by that smaller kind of connected side room, you see that it looks like there's some sort of bassinet in there.
We're walking in. This is on the right hand side where those shorter doors were.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're...
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Right here.
In the nursery little area?
Yeah, the little nursery area.
Okay.
I'll write that in real quick. Nursery. Yay. There's a bassinet in there, and as you come in, okay, so you're going over to the fireplace or Artexia to check if there's residue, that sort of thing. Is anybody else doing anything?
I'm headed toward that nursery area.
Okay.
Is it only the bassinet?
Inside, it looks like they're kind of like some blankets in there.
But are there any beds, like, for the children?
Any demonic swaddles in the bassinet?
There may be. I'll answer that in a second.
Okay.
So for the rest of the group, as you're coming in, so mounted on the wall next to the wardrobe that you had to like button hook around before you could see it. There's another of these full length mirrors, and there are more of these ornate carvings that you've seen throughout these houses that look like ivy and berries. However, as you're looking at them, and technically you're supposed to roll for this, but you've seen this motif so many times now already in this house, that these berries, berries, you see that they're little eyeballs among the berries that are staring out at you instead.
Berries are always watching.
Okay, you go over to the. Are you gonna like step into the threshold? And
I love how every piece of art's just like, so I want this nature theme, but make it creepy.
Right.
As you step in, out of the floor, there comes the shape of a comely woman, and her ghostly hands go into the bassinet and scoop up a little bundle. And you see the head turn all the way around like an owl's. My baby!
Shit!
And
Well done.
And she floats rather aggressively at you, and we are once more in rounds.
Floats.
Not an aggressive float.
Oh boy. Hey, look at that.
Oh, thank God.
Okay.
Nice, finally.
I thought you were going to say precious for a
What are
second.
we at it?
there.
Yeah, me too.
You wanted
Sorry.
it to.
Like how unoriginal.
I know. Can't you come up with something new?
What do we use
Mine's
for
already
this?
taken.
320.
Yeah, die 20. Die 20, and then you add your plus 3 for your initiative, huh?
Oh, initiative. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Got a pretty
Okay.
good roll then.
Actually, know her name, so I'm writing her name down. Okay.
Like
Caitlin,
12.
12. Durgan,
21.
muy bien.
Como se dice? Show off.
Artexia.
19.
Okay. Oh, and roll for Finny, too.
I did.
Oh, awesome. Okay. What did Finny get?
Finny rolled a 9 plus whatever.
4 for him. Yeah. Okay.
I'm consistently having one die rolling terribly and one die rolling at least halfway decently.
No, that's cool. And then for yourself?
For myself, that's a total of 15.
From work, too.
I can't explain it. I don't know why.
It's the gods.
Okay.
The dice gods.
15.
Ooh, your dice are cool.
Okay, Durgan, you hear,
Wait, did you get our text yet?
Yeah, I had 19.
What was yours? 19. Okay, cool.
yeah,
Missed that one. Thank God. Okay.
and you are well alerted at this point.
Uh-huh.
Because after having 2 incidences of back-to-back violence,
We're all on high alert.
No one's surprised.
Everyone just thinks it's
all
me
right.
in there going,
I guess I'm just back on my feet again. This is this episode.
Back and forth then.
Okay, so Durgan, where do you want to? You can basically be wherever you want in the room.
How far in did she get?
Just to the threshold.
yeah, once I touched the threshold, it activated
Yeah.
the apparition.
Well.
He's like, I pull her
Can I
back.
do the same thing where I pull her
Athletics
back
check.
again?
The mirror is basically. I think the mirror is basically opposite the bed.
I don't know, it's working so far.
Yeah, it's mirror's basically opposite the bed here. Okay, so let's see. Farron, you were here. So Durgan, you'd be probably next to her somewhere.
Yeah.
Gonna place everybody else.
I was by the
Well,
fireplace.
Artexia, because Artexia entered the room before Farron did.
She went, but she went to the fireplace.
Yeah, you
which
went to the
is
fireplace. So
opposite.
fireplace is over here. Gira, you're at the door unless you say otherwise.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I mean, she's coming up the tail, so it depends on where everyone else is.
I'm assuming that you're kind of at the tail. So at the front you would be the tank. At the tail you're just making sure you're not getting snuck up on or
Yeah.
attacked. All right, Finny was already checking out the balcony and eyeballing it, and Morgathi, running true to form, is as far away from what he perceives as trouble as possible.
Oh, of course he's next to me.
Okay.
My favorite.
You have the inestimable pleasure of Morgathi's coming.
You know what? I cast Bless.
Cast blast.
Oh, bless us.
Bless your heart. Okay.
Justin bless us. Have
What does that look like?
That's a good question.
I mean, I know mechanically, but like, what do you?
What's your spin on
Yeah.
it?
What are you saying? How are you invoking the Morning Lord?
Now I want a southern
I need to
version
start
of
thinking
D&D,
through
and there
the,
actually is a spell called
flavor of
Bless
these.
Your Heart.
Bless
Bless your heart.
Sorry.
Randy does a very good job of these on the mainstream.
Let's see.
And Farron, you're on deck.
So, okay. I'm gonna say that they people that I put it on kind of momentarily glow, and there's sort of like another hand that sort of fades into the hand of the
into their
wielder.
hands. How do you actually appeal to the Morning Lord in this far, far place?
Yeah, so that. Say, Thunder, guide our hands.
And who are you hitting?
I am going to put it on Finny, on Farron, and on Gira.
Thanks, buddy.
Okay, so basically your three.
Yep.
Your three folks. Alrighty. And do I have?
What does that do?
All right, so when you roll an additional d4 to your attack rolls and your saves.
Cool, love that.
These got cannibalized.
Okay.
All right.
rolls
I
and
should have
saves.
mine, but they got cannibalized, so that's okay.
Thank you.
We know who's blessed. Okay, so yeah, you feel
I might come up with a better way of displaying that in the future.
you feel your tendons and your ligaments strengthen, just like very, very base strength, and your movements become more precise, and the what's lost in translation from head to hand, some of that dissipates, and it's just a cleaner structure. And then of course you feel you don't know like exactly what to make of it, but you feel a greater presence than you have, different from the shamanic rites that you've taken part in before. I would say that Lathander on High Terra is pretty well known, so looked at as kind of like a male counterpart to the Magna Mater. So you've been at rites before invoking him, so you kind of feel that greater masculine presence.
I'm assuming this isn't the first time that he's blessed me since we've been.
No, for you, not at all.
Traveling together
And you hear
for a while.
Finny like, woo!
Feels good.
I have a really positive feeling about this.
Okay, so Durgan, you blessed. All right, Artexia, you're up.
Okay, so I'm all the way at the. So I hear all this going on. I turn around. I still have my flame out. Are they in the way of the doorway then at this point?
You're pretty doorwaying in. Yeah.
Doorwaying in. Okay, and it's an apparition.
Some
it's
sort
not
of apparition, some sort of.
not
yeah.
physical. Nothing I could grab with the entangled.
I mean,
Try.
We can try.
Yeah, you know.
Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to cast my entangled
Tingle this
spell.
toe.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Will it work?
What is that? I think that's a save on my part. Yeah. You.
I put out the flame in this hand and I used, because I'm still holding the lamp. And
lamp.
I thought about throwing it, but I'm not going to, because just in case we need it. So now I cast. May the person be with me to guide me through. I'm entangled.
You might be Great Mother. If you're more formal, it would be Magna Mater, or you could even say Gaia. I mean, all of those are.
Gaia, I need your strength. Help me entangle this apparition. And I just sent it.
Okay. It hasn't been corrupted yet. There is a perfect scintillating emerald burst, as opposed to the kind of the sickly gray green that was going on earlier. But that part of you hasn't been compromised yet in this cursed place. So it whips out, and we read. I believe it's a saving throw on my part. Yeah. Read Entangle to me, hon.
Oh, okay. So grasping weeds and vines sprout from the ground in a 20-foot square, starting from the point within
Jesus.
range. For the duration, these plants turn the ground in the area into difficult terrain. A creature in the area, when you cast a spell, must succeed on a strength saving throw.
So, since your character would know the spell, a 20-foot cube, you're going to hit your friends.
You're gonna be trapped.
Oh shit!
You would know that though. So,
Okay.
do you want to? Do you want
other
to
options.
skip on that and do something else?
Yeah.
Okay. That's great for crowd control.
That's a great spell.
Yeah. No,
Very helpful.
That's a huge area.
That's fat.
Well, dang.
But this is a very tight space.
And this shillelagh, whatever the heck.
Shillelagh.
Yes. I don't know what that is. Hold on. Wood club. Oh, okay. So ultimately, at this point, I'm gonna make my way up towards them to get closer, and be there as a defense if I can, or if I can reach over one of them and throw my flame.
You probably have just enough. You probably have just enough room because Farron isn't big, to kind of throw it, like arc it a little bit over her shoulder. Yeah. Yeah, you could.
All right.
You could. Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit.
This one seems to be doing me good. We're gonna do this one. 10 and then plus 3.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a 13.
No, it should be no higher than that because you have a 18 wisdom. Yeah.
Oh, I'm doing wisdom here. Yeah, so +4.
And you always have proficiency with your own spells, so you actually have a total of +6 to hit with.
Okay, I see that. Yeah, okay.
So 6.
Okay, so 16.
16. Okay.
Woo, woo, woo.
It hits, and I believe that is. God. Okay. It hits. It catches, and for a second, it looks like it's burning in. Go ahead and roll damage. Is that die 8?
Oh, die 8?
Yep. So it's the weird pyramid.
Double-sided pyramid.
Double-sided pyramid.
Wait, hold on. This thing?
That one.
Yep. You got it.
An 8.
Wow, nice. Okay,
Well done.
so that should be a pretty bad scorch on it, and it does burn away some of the mist of its body. And then on the back end of it, though, Kenzie, instead of continuing to burn, the body just opens up and it allows some of the mystic energy to dissipate behind it. So you're only doing. It doesn't seem to take full effect on it, but you
Okay.
did do something to it.
You made it angry.
Fuck.
Basically, so that you know mechanically, it's resistant to fire.
Oh, okay.
So it means that it takes half damage. So you did 4 points. You did damage it, but you did 4 points instead of 8 points.
Still effective.
Yeah.
Still worth it.
No, I mean,
does
still,
something.
it's
Every bit counts.
gotta hurt it, yeah. And now, shades of the nursemaid make herself known, and she reaches out with these kind of ripples of the inverse of your mana bending as the hands move through space. They elongate a bit. And with the mage armor, what's your character's AC?
With mage armor, it's 15.
Okay. And the hairs on the back of your hand stand up as you're looking at your death. You can feel your life energy begin to pull into its fingers. And then the tiny part of you that's connected to Kishtari Lunara kind of rises up, and you pull that strength from so far away from home. And the mage armor on you glistens like a strong silver for a second, and it interrupts that circuit before the nursemaid can finish it. Okay. You do not want to get hit by this thing, guys.
I don't think so. I don't like it.
And Gira, I believe you're next at a 15, yeah?
Can we just shut the door?
Sorry.
Never
mind us.
You keep that baby.
Baby, your baby, baby.
I don't want a baby.
Can I squeeze past Farron into the room?
You can.
Because then we're not bottlenecked by the door. We got to deal with this thing one way or another.
Okay, so you shove.
she'll do that, and then she's going to attack.
Do you want to move here?
Yes.
So that it's
so she's
okay.
not totally blocking the door.
Okay, so you basically you blade your body, you jump in there as this kind of swirl of activity, is happening. You know what?
Do we want to know what?
This is a weird situation because it can move through other things. Technically, you can't move through an enemy square. I'm trying to run this as close to rules as written as possible. I'm going to say, though, that because it has a spectral body, that it counts as that basically you can move through it as well.
Sweet.
Because otherwise you would get trapped. Otherwise you would technically get trapped there. So it counts as difficult terrain, but everything's so close it doesn't matter. So there's a moment where you're kind of moving through its draft.
Okay.
And it's ectoplasm. You get a nice bit of ectoplasm as you go through, and
That's gross.
there's some slime dripping off, some
She's gonna need to
ectoplasmic
borrow
slime.
some of that soap.
That's right, that precious lavender. They laughed at me before, and now look at them. Okay,
You're not getting
and you take
that.
you take a whack at her. Go ahead.
Roll a d4.
Nice.
I got a nat 20.
Not, woo!
See? You just put bless on her and she didn't even need it.
Right.
Okay, double those.
Roll, you
Do
actually
I still
She can
use
still
the
do her
bless?
D4, right?
I mean,
Shit out of it?
I probably don't need it.
No, you hit it. You always hit on a crit, no matter what. So you take it, you slam just center of mass as well as you can, hacking at the spine. Go ahead and
Get him good, Kira.
give me a
Is that
double.
double?
Yep, it's double.
That
We are
is
doing just double the dice.
three
Double the dice.
Right.
plus 3.
This rules is written.
And then the second roll is also a 3. Rude. And then I get plus 3 on one of those at least.
So 9.
So 9.
9 total. Okay.
I'll take it.
And you have the same situation where you have all this kinetic power going into it. It hits, and at first it feels like you're connecting with something solid, and then at the end of it, the chest just opens up. The chest just opens up a little bit, and it just mists out, and a lot of your force goes away. But it does look like it's skipping a couple frames.
There's a glitch in the matrix.
There's a little glitch. All right, and now we're looking at Finny. Poor baby Finny. Ew, 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 ew. I hate this, it does. And because, of course, whereas you got into the hip, he gets it in the face. And
And he gets an extra D4 to attack with.
he does, and he is. So, to be clear, if you are directly behind the thing, there's only one square that can flank, and it has to be directly behind the thing. That's how I'm running it. Flanking is optional rule, so I get to run that how I want. Rules is written.
Flanking with Farron.
Yeah, with Farron. Because it's directly facing her. All right, Finny manages to gouge right into its ethereal surface.
Woohoo.
And
Ethereal backstab.
Go, shorty.
ethereal backstab. Yep. That's another fat hit.
Come on, Finny.
He's been doing.
Stab him up.
So he gets in and he gets kind of a horizontal murder stroke. So usually murder stroke would be down, but this time he gets it here, gets the hand behind the pommel and just steps with his little body. You also know because he has the old power, so he's like really by his size he should have about a 5 strength and he has a 12. So he's like freakishly strong for his size.
Okay.
So it juts through and there's even more of this kind of disruption as parts of it start to dissolve into mist, but it is still together enough to continue its little spectral depredations.
It's turning into
Okay,
Swiss
Farron.
Spectre though.
She's
you're
gonna move just enough to get out of the blocking the doorway so much.
Okay.
What do you?
You want to move off to one
Yeah,
side, but
exactly.
you're not going to eat the attack of opportunity by getting out by trying to break contact.
And she's gonna raise her left hand with its black nails and cast a chill touch, so you'll see this skeletal hand leave her and reach for the neck of that.
Ever more skeletal, ever more blemished and withered.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
With the bless.
I know. 12.
You actually managed to sink in for a moment.
Jesus.
Miracles too.
Yay, bless.
Yeah, yay bless.
Thank you for my blessing.
And
It's latched onto something.
that's necrotic, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It latches on, and it just seems she seems to completely disregard it as the nails can't even penetrate the skin at all. Okay.
Well, I hit her though, so I still have the effects, right, of the spell.
You do.
So she'll have, she can't regain any HP until my next turn. And is she undead?
She is undead, so you would have advantage.
So she has disadvantage on attacks against me until
Against
the
you.
end of my next turn.
Well, that could be really important.
That will matter a lot.
That's
Yeah.
why I went for that one.
Yep, no, that's it.
Nice.
That's good. That's, defense, exactly. Okay, so Morgathi sighing and seeing, he sighs and sees that.
He sighs. He's like bored.
Well,
No,
he can tell
frustrated.
that it's not going to
it's
damage
like,
her.
You don't like that. You don't like poison. You people are killing me. Well, not literally yet, but oh my gods. All right, so 5, 15,
Oh my god.
20,
So dramatic.
coming over.
I'd give this dude credit, man. Like,
He's game.
It's true.
He bellyaches the whole time, but he'll like
He makes
But
shit
he'll-
happen.
make shit
He'll
happen.
swing in and take a stab anyway. It's fine.
All right, fine. I hate this one. Acidulous Resprigio. And he kind of like side wings it as he's going around, and there's a little spinning ball of acid comes out right. And with almost contemptuous ease, she takes the folds of her dress and just kind of bats it into ectoplasm. This bitch. Really? All right. And we are back at the top with the Durgan.
All right.
You feel Lathander's presence.
I need a dex save from you.
Okay, for Sacred Flame?
Yep.
Okay, what does that look like?
He turns into fire.
I actually think it just, it descends on the creature. So I think it kind of just sort of manifests right out of the sky above them.
Okay.
Just kind of, it's like a miniaturized version of,
It's like a tiny sunrise. Pew!
yeah.
What would the flame normally look like? Like golden, white, gold?
Gold white.
Okay.
Yeah. Probably gold with like white tips and
Gold with white tips. So it'll still largely golden, but you see the tips have grayed a bit.
Yep. Don't like that.
And she throws up some more of the ectoplasm around her head and shields herself from the effects.
I don't know that sounds like she made her save, but
She did. Unfortunately.
they gain the target gains no benefit from cover for the saving throw.
Yeah, no, it's just a save. That's flavor. Okay, good. I mean, that's
Bummer.
That's correct,
Okay.
though. Artexia, you're up.
So I don't have the page for Thunderwave on here, so I don't necessarily know what.
It'd be a little cozy to do Thunderwave. You have some great spells that are like crowd control, but you would hit your allies.
Okay.
At least two of them.
I think that's.
Didn't she yell about it being her baby? Can I yell at her and ask her
Sure,
what's
of
up?
course, of course.
What's your baby? Who's your baby? Where is your baby?
You can't have my baby.
Is it in here?
Okay, you may just have succeeded in drawing her attention to yourself.
I
just trying to check on it.
I cast Fog Cloud.
Okay. Okay. How big is that?
It is 120 feet.
Oh, that's the range.
Oh, okay.
I think it's 20.
20-foot radius.
Christ.
Now we're all
Reminder for everyone.
So the fog. Read the effects so the whole table knows.
Okay. You create a 20-foot radius sphere of fog centered on one point within range. The sphere spreads around corners and its area is heavily obscured. It lasts for the duration or until a wind of moderate or greater speed at least 10 miles per hour disperses it.
I think we're all at disadvantage rolling now.
And you are concentrating, yes? That's a concentration spell.
Yes.
Okay.
It is concentrated up to 1 hour.
Heavily obscured. I believe that means everything is at disadvantage now.
Including that guy, though, too,
Yeah,
right?
No, including
Yeah.
her. That's true. Okay. So all of a sudden, there's this rush of fog that just explodes everywhere, up your nose, into your face, up any loose items of clothing as it hits because you're in this confined space. So just.
I got scared.
It's the reverse of it's like a satiric situation of Marilyn Monroe getting the dress blown up, except all of a sudden it's just fog everywhere.
It's like an octopus. He inks to get away. And I just,
You guys made me eat.
yeah.
Okay. Could you even perceive this thing to get your attacks of opportunity? I'm going to say since you're actively engaged with it, yes. All right. So enraged. The nursemaid breaks contact, comes out, and is going to try to kill Artexia. So, Gira, roll for yourself, and I'll roll for Finny.
Oh my god!
You guys both get. You still have your bless.
Bless, you're at disadvantage.
I didn't use it.
You did not. Oh, bless just continues. So you're at disadvantage because of the heavy obscurement. Finny's actually zeroed out because of flanking.
That would be a net 1.
Okay, so. You flail. Finny does give it a parting gift.
I mean, the bless isn't even going to help that.
With the nat 1. Yeah,
Unless
no,
you let it.
No.
Can we?
No, that's always a miss.
Let's throw that in.
I'll just go from a 20 to a 1. That's
Okay,
fine.
so she's dripping ectoplasm everywhere as Finny gives her a nice parting slash at the end. And it comes in, and at disadvantage, it's going to assault you.
Me?
because you have now drawn its attention.
What do I roll?
So she's attacking. I'm rolling at disadvantage.
Okay, so I'm just doing the d20.
No, I'm doing it. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully not.
Okay, that's good. That's a disadvantage because one of those would have been a crit. Okay. So was it 2 and a 20? Yep. So you see, you're in the mist. You're flailing. The backs of your knees hit the bed.
Oh.
Hit the bed, and you sit down. And fortunately, right where your face was at, the fog parts, and you see this slightly iridescent, because it's right next to your face now, the slightly iridescent spectral claws that coming, and she manages to just to get just a little lock of hair off of you as your hair flies up. Because but for the fog, that would have been like right on the temple.
Yes.
With the nails.
Oh my gosh.
Probably a dead Artexia. Because they get to double their dice too.
Wow. Okay.
And you feel it. It's scooping not just for your physical form, but also for your very essence, for your life force. So I'll just tell you, if this thing drops you to 0, you're just dead because you're a husk. You're no saving throws, no anything. It just drains you dry. Okay. That was the nursemaid, and Gira, you're effectively blind as you're stumbling through this pea soup fog, and you can't really see more than about 6 inches in front of your face.
Yeah, and at least she would know there's a bunch of her friends all in that direction, or new friends. Her real friend is over there.
Yes. Who's acquitted himself quite well in this battle, I might add.
Yeah, honestly.
Right?
Just slashed the crap out of her. This is great. This is hilarious. This is exactly what your character would do.
Distance-wise, like, can she even see the hands in front of her face, or is this like an immense fog right here?
I mean, I would say that's probably about as far as you can. That's probably about as far out as you can see. It's bad. It's because this is magical, so it's actually like unnaturally concentrated.
Right. But yeah, she's kind of in this weird position where she's like, well, I don't want to hit people that I don't want to hit. And she already knew that she got a really nice, good, clean hit, and it didn't do that much.
It had some effect, but just read this for the table, because I have a feeling this is not the last time we ever see we're ever inside of a fog.
Right.
Okay, foreshadowing.
Right. Heavily obscured areas such as darkness, opaque fog, or dense foliage blocks vision entirely. A creature effectively suffers from the blinded condition when trying to see something in that area. So we flip over to blind, and you're at
so really you
disadvantage
can't
to everything.
see. It's not like this is an intense fog where it's like there's like this wall right here. It's like I can't see.
I would say because it is fog, I'd say maybe an inch or two off your body. So a blinded creature can't see and automatically fails any ability checks that require sight. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage.
Okay, so because Gira doesn't want to accidentally hit one of her
companions,
mm-hmm. She knows there was a bassinet over there. Did she see anything else in the room when she entered, or was it just
in that split second that you had? You saw that there were like cloths and some linens, and maybe like some low shelves where you would put items for an infant in there. But so this is kind of answering your earlier question, Kaylin. But nothing. But the room was pretty sparse. The room itself is pretty sparse.
She's gonna maybe try to draw its attention back over there. So she's going to feel around, so she doesn't actually accidentally hit Finny. Feel around for the bassinet.
Okay, you know where that was at.
Okay, once she confirms that it's the bassinet, she's going to hit that one.
Nice.
Okay, because of the situation, make an attack roll at disadvantage. The bassinet has a very low AC. I want to see in this if you can. Oh shit!
Oh my god!
Okay.
Another one? Oh my god! The bassinet is the strongest bassinet.
The bassinet wins.
Make a dex save.
That's fair. We're gonna take the dice that likes me better.
Please.
You still get the D4.
Yes.
That's true. That's true.
That is going to be a dirty 20.
Okay, so what I wanted to see if something stupid happened with your axe getting stuck in the bassinet, or something dumb like that. But you just hit it, and the bassinet like rattles, But it's one of those situations, Melissa, where you hit the tip of it, and then it actually you make the bassinet almost go up like a roller coaster ride, and it swings back, and it kind of just harmlessly clatters back into your hip. Okay.
The monster hears you.
So that has been that. That's your turn. Are you going to try to do anything else?
Get away from it. I just back away from the noise you just made.
I think that, the only other thing she might consider is her second wind, but I don't feel like she needs it. I only got one of those. So
you're not there yet.
Not there yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then it falls to Finny, and halflings are literally fearless. So, they as a race, they're braver than humans. Actually, I think they're the bravest canon race in the player's handbook because they're the only one that get a resistance to fear.
How cute.
So he just runs where he thinks, where he sees the swirl of fog. I'm going to make a perception check for him. Yeah. And he just flailing around in the fog.
Does he flank with me or?
It looks like it.
She's canted. She's canted slightly, so not quite. Actually, Morg would probably be the person who's, because she's pointed at Artexia. Yeah. Okay. No. Just flails around. Doesn't hit anybody else, but doesn't.
He has a D4.
Doesn't hit the nursemaid.
That works.
7. That's a no. Wouldn't do that. This disadvantage is rough. Yeah, I rolled a 2 in there. AC isn't anything to write home about, but okay, Farron. So there's craziness going on,
Farron?
Right next to you.
Yeah. I'm assuming my lights wouldn't have an effect on the darkness because it's magic, right?
On the fog?
No.
I don't think. No, I don't think so. Yeah.
Okay.
That wind gust?
I'm going to
Balcony doors
use
right there.
prestidigitation to make the sound of a crying baby outside of the room, out in the hall. Oh, that's good.
That's good, Caitlin.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay. Make a deception roll.
Prestidigitation.
21.
Okay, so you hear what exactly are you imbuing the baby cry with?
Terror.
Terror. I was gonna say, I think you could do a really good baby cry given your vocation. Okay.
Sorry, Sydney.
I'm making it accurate. It would startle everyone.
You hear Morg say, "Holy hells, what is it now?" Because he doesn't know you just did that. He can't see anything, and it's coming from right behind him.
Yeah. That was also part of her plan to piss off more.
Of course. Okay, he's right on top of this thing.
I like that.
I think he's gonna. Yeah. All right. So he takes out. He has both of those. I have had enough of you, and he takes out his second dagger because he has one that he's using as a focus, and he just starts trying to shank this thing repeatedly.
The wizard?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he's at disadvantage. He's flanking right now, but he's at disadvantage with the thing if he tries to attack with a spell, and he's not willing to leave the room. Okay, that's a hit.
Yes, get him, stab her.
Yeah, that's a pretty fat hit, and he is wielding it on his offhand.
How fat?
The second dagger, because it's 2 light weapons.
We're just having a conversation
that is
about
also,
how bad it is.
That is also a hit.
Yeah.
Okay, he starts stapling this thing. Just
God,
Shanking. Shanking in the dark, baby.
you hear him scream, "You don't know me! You don't know me!"
That's a hideous dress, by the way.
You unfashionable bitch!
And as the
Just
creature
unleashing his hate of the terrible decor out on.
Or just raw fear coming out as
Seriously.
as the creature actually does start to respond and turn at the cry and get off of you. My baby! And you feel its presence dissipate under his merciless barrage of stabs.
Holy shit.
Who knew we needed more guys?
I know, I guess
know,
he came in handy. The bane in my existence.
okay.
I'm exhausted. You have to do something. What are you doing?
I can't see a thing.
Has the fog come inside the house?
No, I don't think so. And I mean, technically we're out of rounds. What does everybody?
Did we see her do
Artexia,
that?
can you get rid of this?
I don't think I can unless someone can produce a wind.
No, you can. Since it's concentration, you can just let your concentration lapse. And
Okay.
And it'll
And that's for
away.
duration. Okay.
It'll evaporate.
All right. Gonna pull it back in.
Okay. It dissipates. All the NPCs are the two NPCs are kind of panting.
There's no baby, guys. It was just me.
My soul almost got scratched up by that thing.
You felt that too? When she came at me, it was like, gonna suck it all out of me. That was awful.
You all right then? Finny looks at you first and then at the others.
This place is just wrong.
Hello, we're all like in shock, just sort of like looking at each other back in a circle.
Honestly.
Finny,
Well, I think we need to figure out what the hell this place is all about and get out.
Finny pokes at the bassinet and lets it.
This is still attached to
lets
the
it rock.
axe.
Yeah. kind of rocks a little bit, and you do hear something rustle around inside of it.
No.
No.
I'm right by him, so I'll go lean over and peek in there.
You see something is something swaddled, and
No.
there's some sort of little fuzzy thing.
I'll draw a dagger, but use the other hand to uncover.
Okay, Finny's standing on his tippy toes with his nose.
Well, yeah, Kira's like right there.
I'm gonna be ready
she
for
can.
that thing to
She's
come
gonna
back.
look over. What is this?
It looks like some sort of stitched together distorted doll.
She reaches in and just kind of holds it up for everyone to see.
It looks kind of familiar. It takes you a moment to place it, and then you realize it's the same doll that Thornbolt was holding in his hands.
Except does it look older now? And not as pristine as the one that he was holding? As if this is like the actual one?
It looks ragged. The other one was distorted but looked in pretty good shape. This looks ragged. There's a little bit of stuffing coming out of the side. One of the eyes. It's mildewy.
Ugh.
Can we do a magic check on it?
It was moving?
No, mildewy. It smells like there's mildew.
Yeah, but you said there was something moving.
When he was rocking it.
Yeah, and then the
making
eye.
Oh. I'm like, there's another thing moving on its own?
There's one of the
I was sitting here like, why are you picking it up? I'm
Sorry,
like,
one of the eyeballs is like, you know how like it'll just dangle by a thread?
yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Oh, okay.
Can we do a magic check on it to see if it's...
Is that, oh my god.
That would be up to those that are able to do that kind of thing.
If you just let me collect myself for 10
Take your
minutes.
time.
I
In
can.
fact, there might be a few things we'd want to be checked around here. We could gather
Awful.
Yep.
some stuff and let him
Awful.
look at a few objects.
There's more room back here, right? Or is there like another door or something?
No, that's it.
And is this the last
The
room on
fireplace.
this floor?
Yeah.
Because I have a question, guys. Where are the beds for the two kids? There's a crib for the baby. We saw the mom and dad's room, but where are the children? Do those children even... Well, they're in the portrait.
I want to... So...
Morgathy's watching you, kind of nodding along, following us.
we would just... This is right above the library, was it not?
Maybe there's a trick again.
Hey.
Something hidden. Well, maybe we should all spread out and start touching and grabbing things, although we're probably going to get attacked by some kind of washcloth or blanket.
What was on the other side of the house? Or the other side of the stairway?
Other side of the main stairway.
Yeah.
Master bedroom?
On this
Master
floor.
suite. The master suite was on the other side. So you guys are here right now, and then over here is the master suite.
So is there...
Which side was the library on? Where was the trick?
There was a closet that we never went in.
This closet.
No.
This one you haven't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The walk-in you haven't.
the closet in their
In
bedroom.
the master bedroom, yeah.
That's true.
So-
You haven't searched that yet.
No, we walked into this doorway, and then we had to walk in a bit, right?
Yeah.
Or is it
Yeah,
just
no,
like
you did.
or is it just the
Yeah.
width of a wall?
No, you had to walk in. You did have to walk
So
in.
it's got a...
There's
And when we get around the corner, is it just a wall, or is it
Kira
just...
will
no,
kind
it's a
of,
wall.
right in that little hallway as he was talking, she's going to knock on.
knock on that. Make a perception roll.
That's a 10.
I want to start digging too.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
I mean-
Are you keeping your bless is going to dissipate pretty soon?
But yeah, bless us. It's like a minute.
Okay.
So it's going to pretty much be gone.
10 combat rounds.
But-
Oh, well, then I can add my
But-
bless to it.
Oh,
Before
yeah,
it
no,
gets,
that's true.
I
No,
still never...
No, bless does not work for...
Oh, that's
checks.
right.
However, guidance does, and I'll use that.
He shall guide you.
Okay. What do you?
Be guided.
What do you say? How do you?
You are guided.
How do you beseech the guidance? So you are guided.
Consider yourself guided.
It would be short because it's a cantrip.
Yeah, it's a cantrip. I keep saying guide our hand.
It's on brand.
Let's see.
Doesn't have to be
Guide our
something he
other
says,
hand.
or could this be like a hand motion and an
Morning
intent?
Lord revealed the truth to us.
Okay. So
I'll try to make it a little bit flavorful to the event being attempted.
there's a. Do you feel a soft warmth? So go ahead and roll the die 4 as well.
I still got a 1. Really?
Okay. All
So
right.
that's a grand total
That's
of
a grand
11.
total of 11. All right, and then Durgan, you yourself are kind of
rolls are all over the
knocking
place
around
today.
because
Say,
it doesn't look correct.
that's a 9 plus what are we
Perception.
perception?
Yeah, because Kira's next move is to chop the axe. or chop the wall.
Yeah, so that's a
We're going to turn into The Shining here in a second.
Honestly.
that's a 13.
Here's Kira.
It's appropriate.
Right?
It's appropriate.
It's 13.
13. Okay. Click.
Ooh, hey.
There
Kira's
is.
Wait, not yet.
Oh, I messed up on that, but that's fine. It doesn't
I was
matter.
only
looking at the wrong thing.
thinking about
You guys were going to be pretty determined, and
We were gonna get through that
and
wall.
you knew. I mean, because you know that the space is not correct. So
Yeah.
let me put red on this one.
Yeah, doesn't mean we can figure out how to get in. short of
it's
somebody
behind-
putting their axe through the wall.
It's behind the mirror, and you hear a click, and you see the mirror. The mirror kind of comes out a bit,
with a poof of dust.
pushes open easily, so it's inward. And there is a. No, there you go. Okay, see, I just.
That was a
Sorry.
good.
You're
that
just
was a
there.
good.
No, you got
I'm
it.
on sound
No, you
effects
got it. You got it. A cobweb-filled wooden staircase leads up from here. So behind
the
this,
staircase.
Ziatik.
Lordy.
Kira's gonna kind
One
of poke
more
in and
level then.
look at Doran and go. You want to go first, or should I?
you guys see where that's. So this was that full-length mirror that was like facing the bed. and it's
Okay.
behind.
So you kind of look in and then look up.
Yeah, as you come in, it takes a tight turn to the right, and then there's a very small landing, and then it hugs the outside of the house and continues up sharply.
What do you make of that room in there? Any other creepy children or things? We just
Look around.
found some stairs up.
Of course you did, darling. Of course
Just a
you did.
creepy doll like Thorn had.
This must go to the attic.
Well, now it's a question: do we go back and check the rest of this rest of the room back on this floor or go up?
Maybe they
There
put
was
the kids
that one
upstairs.
closet.
That's where their bed is, in the attic.
It seems most likely.
While they sit here, wonder back and forth, I'm like overwhelmed with what just happened and holding that spell up. So I take a second to step back and re-look at the fireplace and see if there's anything.
Okay.
Back to what I was trying to do.
I came in here for the fireplace, and I still haven't had a chance to do what I wanted to do.
Make an investigation check.
With the D20?
Yeah, D20.
It's always D20.
It's almost always a D20.
8 plus, you said
Investigation? Yeah.
2.
Okay. You're looking around. I mean, this was definitely used. There are ashes in here. There are remnants of something. But if there was like a scroll that somebody was burning or something like that, you can't really tell.
Useless. Alright.
At least she accomplished her goal.
Well, she sits over here and is quiet and listens to them. She'll lag behind for a second.
So did it look like a 4-story house?
Yeah. Yeah, it was a 4-story house.
So the fact that we couldn't find stairs is kind of
the weird. That's kind of the weird thing.
I say let's
It's a
go up.
3-story house with an attic that
And come right back down.
all right. Up it is.
Okay.
We leave closet unchecked.
In the master bedroom. I don't know.
We'll come back down.
Okay.
Yes. I presume we have to come back. Let's hope.
You head up. Like I said, there's that really tight landing. You swing up to your left, and this time on the top, there's just a normal door.
Is this a spiral?
No, this is an L-shaped.
Okay.
Up. So you come here, and then you come up.
Okay.
So you're basically walking right above the spiral staircase.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Is it still cold?
Not here, no. But as you...
I assume it's dusty and cobwebs.
Oh yeah, no, it's all dirty from here. Although, Caitlin, since you specifically asked, as you're about to get into what you presume is the attic space, the wall, as you pass what would be the central piece, that 5-foot chunk of it, that wall is radiating cold. So it does continue, just only it's blunted a little bit because you're inside of an inner wall. Okay, so you come up, and
I think we're...
this is a larger but bare hall. It's choked with dust and cobwebs. Almost immediately, when you come out, there are a couple different doors that I can describe, but the one that I would say jumps out at you, especially since it's the first door that you see. There is
Literally jumps?
what's that?
We have to know.
Just seeking some clarity here.
You see there is a door that's held shut with a padlock. And there are a number of other doors along this hallway. 1, 2, 3 other doors. So there are 4 doors.
Oh, there's multiple doors when we get to the top of the stairs?
Mm-hmm.
Frodo?
Holy cow.
And only one is locked?
And only one
Ostensibly?
is padlocked, yeah.
That sounds
on the outside.
Suspicious.
Is Morgathy up there with us? Do we all go up?
We throw him in the room
Yeah.
first. Okay.
You throw him in the room.
He had the key though, right, that we found
Finney did.
previously? Oh, it was Finney.
Yeah.
Okay.
I bet you anything that door is the children's room.
Finney makes a face.
That'd be messed up.
I mean,
Finney, try the key though, right?
Hey,
that's right. She did
Either
find
that-
that key a while back.
either that or we try one of ours and I'll sort of...
Or key.
So Finney reaches into his pouch, and there's that iron key that you had found in the library.
Try it.
You know,
What are you doing,
my
lad?
bigs are even more messed up than I thought. And he goes up to the padlock, and it just slides right in. He looks back at all of you. Turns it. Undoes it. And sighs, and then opens the door. And you're greeted with... Who goes there? A familiar voice. as you see Rosavalda and Thornbolt rise from the center of the room out of nothing. And that is where we will pause our tale.
Oh, fucking called it!
You got it. You got it. Yep, it is the children's
They're
room.
locking them away.
Yep.
That's
It's
messed
a-
up.
So
It's a nasty little situation up there.
Childhood.
Yeah, they're not gonna have any trauma.
Bricked up windows, the whole.
Man.
Oh,
whole thing.
snap, crackle, and pop.
Okay, so that was our latest little foray into Barovia. Yay! Nobody's dead. You just
Nobody's
got punched.
dead.
You just got punched in the face, and
I mean, all those combats and that was the only damage I
Nursemaid
did.
never had a
That's actually
chance
not
to
bad.
sink her talons in. She
Sure
just
did
Fondled
try
our
it.
souls a
She
lot.
tried
just
it.
really wanted.
I did not consent.
There was no
to any
consent to that.
soul
Okay, you were a
fondling.
very bad nursemaid. Very bad
So that
nursemaid.
was okay.
And next week we have Farron up for a journal.
Sure.
That'll be fun. That'll be really good. All right, you faraway friends. I hope you enjoyed your time with us tonight, and we certainly appreciate you being along for the ride as the mystery continues to unfold of what is up in the Durst Manor, aka Death House. Yay! And as you go about your business out there, try not to get swept up in the mist. Thank you so much for being with us.
Bye.
Bye.